When I heard Mafia the Old Country would feature collectible knives, I did not think much of it, but then I realized this wasn't just a mechanic, it was a message, and it changed the way I looked at the whole game. The trailer kicks off, and suddenly I see it. The main protagonist and another bully drop their guns and go at it with knives. No slow-mo, no superpowers, just a gritty, grounded knife fight. And right there, I leaned forward. I've never been the melee combat type, but this wasn't about style points. It felt personal, like something you'd only do when it really matters. Mafia the Old Country isn't promising a 100-hour sandbox or a buffet of side quests. It's telling you a story, and it's telling it with intention. It's a game that looks like it knows exactly what it wants to say. Hangar 13 crafted a world that doesn't just look pretty. It feels like someone actually lived in it. And those knives? They're not just tools from what we've seen. They're a statement. Stealth kills, throwing mechanics, knife tools. You're not just picking up a weapon. You're picking up part of your character's identity. I wouldn't be surprised if every blade tells its own story. Where it came from, who gave it to you, what it represents. That's what got me hooked. It instantly reminded me of Mafia 2. There's that section where Vito's in prison, forced to fight with his fist. No guns, no gadgets, just your skills, your grit, and your timing. I must have replayed that part 5 or 6 times, just for the raw feel of it. It wasn't complicated, but it was clean. Now Hangar 13 seems to be building on that same feeling, with the knives. And that makes sense, especially when you realize how tied to Sicilian heritage knives really are. And that time and place, a blade wasn't just for protection, it meant something deeper. I've always liked Mafia's vibe, but I wouldn't call myself a Mafia expert. I didn't play the definitive edition of Mafia 2, and I dipped in and out of Mafia 3. But the tone, the structure, the way Hangar 13 weaves a story without turning it into homework, that's what kept me curious. And now with this prequel, I feel like they're tapping into the roots that made the earlier games memorable. The protagonist, I'm already invested. The way he moves, the way the story frames him. He doesn't come off like a power fantasy. He feels like someone with a past, someone with something to prove. And when I saw that knife fight, it wasn't just cool, it was character driven. It told me this guy's got history. And the setting? That's where this thing hits different. Look, I used to skip the lore, fast travel everywhere, blow through dialogue, but something about the way Hangar 13 is presenting Sicily, it makes me want to stop and look around, learn the streets, ask, what was life like here in the 1920s? It's got that kind of pull. They're not throwing out dozens of trailers or long live streams, they're peeling it back slowly, like they trust the game to speak for itself. That kind of marketing builds trust, and honestly, is working. As a dad, time hits different. I can't grind through 80 hours anymore. I can't get stuck in 5 layers of systems just to unlock the fun. Games like Destiny 2 or Rogue Trader, solid titles, but man, they ask for a lot. Mafia the Old Country, it looks like it respects my time. It knows where it's going. I can jump in, experience a full story, and walk away feeling like I finished something. That's a win. And don't get me wrong, I still enjoy games like Assassin's Creed and Destiny. They've given me plenty of hype moments. But there's something refreshing about a title that dials it back. No bloat, no filler, just story, setting, and gameplay that fits. This game doesn't make you feel like a god, it makes you feel like a man. Someone who can bleed, lose, or win by inches. Your knife gets dull, your gun jams, you're not overpowered, you're just there, trying to survive. That tension, that's the kind of design that sticks. We don't know everything yet, maybe it'll fall short, but from what I've seen, the way they're blending story, setting, and grounded mechanics, I'm ready to bet on it. I want to ride through these towns. I want to learn what makes this new protagonist tick. I want to see how far they push this idea of storytelling through gameplay. Mafia the Old Country doesn't look like it's trying to compete with every other release. It's doing its own thing, and that's exactly what makes it stand out. So what about you? Did the knife fight pull you in too? Are you curious about the story or the combat or both? Let me know down in the comments. And hey, if this kind of deep dive is your vibe, I might dig deeper into stealth or that rosary bead system in a future video. For now, I'm just ready to see where this story goes. Peace and one love.